Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dawn, giving them all dressed like $1,000,000, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, they're listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey win. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey, why don't you join me? Steve Harvey, get them on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can get it on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn them on. Turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn them on. Turn them out. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. Man, oh man, oh man. It symbolizes just one thing to me, man. It's just a constant reminder of exactly how good God has been to me over the years. And I thank him for it too, because I realize every day that I wake up that I would be nothing without him. That everything I am that's any good in me, I owe to him. Now, have I made some mistakes along the way? Yep. Bunches and bunches. And will I continue to make mistakes along the way? Yep. Not as many, hopefully, as I have in the past, because a lot of stuff I know better now, but you're still going to make mistakes. Now, hopefully I've limited the amount of intentional errors in my life. I've wiped quite a few of those out. But from time to time, because we're human, we're going to make a mistake every now and then. The trick with it is, y'all, is not to let the devil deceive you into thinking that once you make that mistake, that's it. You can't do it. You've fallen off the wagon. You can't reboard it. That's the biggest trick that he uses. He makes you think that if you keep stumbling, that you can't run the race. It kind of reminds me of a marathon runner. From time to time, I watch them on TV, and you'll see some people who finish the race, in a nice pace. You see people finish the race sprinting towards the finish line. But every now and then, you'll watch a marathon, and you'll see a runner, and the runner is in really, really bad shape. The key is they finish the race. See, you don't get disqualified in the marathon because you stumble. They don't take your opportunity to finish the race because you keep falling. That's not the key. The key is finishing. And a lot of times what the devil does is he makes you think that because you keep stumbling, because you're swaying from side to side, that, you out the race. Well, that's not the case. And see, and in this thing called life, let me help you understand something. Everybody falls. Nobody sprints to the tape in this one. Nobody just runs free and clear. There's some people running faster than you and all like this. And some people going to get to the end before you. Let them go ahead. And when the end come, the end come. I ain't in a rush to get to the end. But in this race, though, when you're stumbling and you're falling, it's a part of it. No one gets through this race without stumbling and falling, swaying from side to side. So don't let the enemy deceive you into thinking that it's over. I try to be encouraging to people because I don't want people to get stuck on this thing, and my walk is very different from a lot of people's walks. And then I know a lot of people who walking in faith the way I'm walking in faith. But my thing in the morning is just to remind those that it's not a perfect walk, man, that it's not something that's set up where you're going to be skipping through life scot-free without any pitfalls. I keep saying it over and over and over again because, like I said, when I was in D.C., my boy Hondo said this to me, and it just kind of stuck with me, that the road to success is always under construction. You have to figure and count on the setbacks and the pitfalls, but it's those people that fight through will be the victors in the end. You cannot give up, man. Stop going somewhere and sitting down every time something goes down. It's going to go down. It's a part of it. It's going to happen. It's going to occur. There are going to be setbacks. If you go and sit down every time there's a setback, that's not how this works. It is designed that way. If success were easy, everybody would be successful. But success is just reserved for those who are willing to fight through, who refuse to settle for mediocrity, who want something more. Now, don't get me wrong. Success is defined by each individual. So what I may consider to be successful, you may not consider that. What Bill Gates considers successful, I might not consider. What Michael Jordan considers successful, I might not consider. What you consider successful, your boss might not consider. You have to define what that is for yourself. It may not be monetary at all. Your level of success could be tied up in community service. It could be tied up in family. It could be tied up in the church. Your level of success could be tied up in the boys clubs. It could be any number of things. Whatever your level of success is, you have to determine what that is. And the best way to determine that is to get in touch with your maker who created you, to find out what your mission and your purpose is so he can put you on track. I just had this conversation with my son, and we were talking about getting on the path that God has set up for you. So many times we find ourselves fighting through life because of so much uncertainty, because we have no idea where we're headed. It's like one of my sayings that I have at my mentoring camp for boys is that a boy without a male role model is like an explorer without a map. See, if you don't have a map laid out in front of you of where you're going, when you wake up every day, that pretty much explains the feeling of confusion, the lackadaisical attitude, the lack of purpose, the not understanding your mission, because you have not gotten in touch with your creator to find out exactly what your path in life is. What are you supposed to be doing? The moment you can identify that is the moment that you get started waking up with purpose, with the sense of direction, when you kill the sense of I don't know what's next or what to do. Now, there's going to be some confusing moments no matter what happens. There's going to be some uncertainty, but at least you'll know where you're going. So if you're tired of waking up feeling lost, abandoned, confused, don't know what to do, don't know what you're supposed to be doing, refer back to your maker. Because when he created you, he had a plan for you. When he created you, he had a path for you. Now, we've made some decisions to get off of both of those, the mission and the path, but God can get you right back on track. Do that today. Ask him what you're supposed to be doing. And listen, God has all the answers if you form the relationship, okay?
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from all around the world, you are listening to the baddest morning show in the land. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Yeah, today's show is dedicated to people who don't have pleasant voices. All of you who, when you talk, it sounds like a shovel getting drugged down the driveway. Those of you who speak and sound like chalk going across the blackboard. Those of you who speak and sound like a plate in the sink with a little grit under it. Those of you, when you talk, it sounds like a toilet flushing. This show is dedicated to people with unpleasant voices.
Get your voice.
Now they can be pleasant people. They can be very bright people.
Yeah.
I've often found that most of them are extremely intelligent and sweet people. But the voice decries and defies all that is presented by them. I've seen cute girls with incredibly irritating voices. Ladies and gentlemen, this show is dedicated to Mississippi Monica.
I knew it.
You wrong for that.
This show is dedicated to Tanya, my stage crew. Tanya.
Oh, Tanya, squeaky voice.
Ooh. Her and Monica will be together talking. It's like a rap group called Squeaky and Scratchy. What's
Let's
up,
hear it.
Shirley?
Hey, Steve, how you doing? I need a demonstration later, please.
Oh, okay, I will. Ain't no problem.
Hey, Steve. Hey, Shirley. Tommy Jr. This boy's a mess.
Hey,
Top of the
girl.
morning.
Morning, everybody.
What's wrong, Junior?
What's wrong, Junior?
Nothing.
Oh, you didn't sound like your normal, cheerful self today.
I'm trying not to be one of the voices.
Oh, okay.
You
That's what it
you trying
was.
to tone your voice a little
Well,
bit.
Junior, it's too late. For that.
Yeah, I don't
been
think
there.
you
Yeah,
made
I
it.
went
I didn't even, Junior, I wasn't even thinking about you.
Well,
Might
I
well
know-
throw you in.
I know when it was coming.
Well, let's hear Squeaky and Scratchy, Steve.
Hey, Mr. A.
Hi, Mr. Harvey. How are you today? Welcome to Family Feud.
He don't need to be welcome to Family Feud, child. He ain't bring no catfish with him.
Now, who is that? That's Monica.
That's Monica.
That's
Monica.
Monica. This her happy voice. Good morning, Mr. A.
I like this old damn.
I know. Isn't she
How's
like,
everybody today? Hey, Carla Jr.,
Hey, Monica.
Tommy, Shirley.
she's just as
I'm
cute
so
as she
happy
wants to
today.
be.
Sound like she at gunpoint.
Yeah, gunpoint and finna cry.
Hey, you
All
know another
rolled
thing
into
about
one.
Monica, Steve.
Huh?
Nerves are bad.
What?
I mean, everything get on her nerves.
Everything
Right quick.
gets on her nerves. She doesn't like noise.
How's she working at a radio show?
I don't
You're
know.
sensitive.
So that's who the show is
Very
dedicated
All
today
right.
to, for those of you.
And we'll be back with something funny at 32 after the hour. This is going to be good, Steve.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny, Steve. We want you to try and help people get their next job simply by crying, okay? I'm going to tell you what this is all about. It says breaking out some tears may help you land your next job. During a job interview, you definitely want them to remember you, and it turns out a few tears just might do the trick. While you may think that crying during the interview process would blow your chances of getting a job, there are some people who say it actually works wonders. So,
Okay, well, let's go then. Okay, we're in a job interview.
so come on,
You
Tommy.
and Carla are interviewing me.
Or Tommy?
Oh, I
And
know
Tommy.
Tommy. Yeah, let Tommy
And
interview
Tommy.
you.
Yeah, okay. Go
And
ahead, Steve.
so let's go and let's start the interview. Let's start the interview. Here we go.
Well, good morning, Mr. Harvey. How are you today?
Hi,
Morning,
how are
Mr.
you?
Harvey.
How are you, Miss Strawberry? Mr. Miles, thank you for having me. Such an opportunity.
All right, so Mr. Harvey, let's get started. I wanted to ask you, what exactly, what makes you qualified for this job?
Well, having had several jobs before that gave me the experience of the exact thing that you folks are looking for, that's pretty much made me qualified. And, you know, everybody that I've ever worked with have always said I was really just overqualified. You know, I'm here.
What is it?
Let me ask you something, Mr. Harvey. Why did you leave your last job?
Oh, God. Oh. It's just
What happened?
so difficult that you brought this up.
Yeah, well,
Oh God.
Do you need a moment,
I was
sir?
excuse me?
I was there for 16 years, and
Oh, really?
you know, they just came in and they just closed it. I mean, they just shut the doors.
Well, let me.
I was in the parking lot when it happened. I was standing there and he had the chain out. He got the chain. And put the chain on the door.
Are you crying, Mr. Harvey?
No, I'm not. It was just so traumatic. I just chained the door.
It's a job interview.
Composure.
Mr. Harvey, let me jump in here.
Okay, I just made cookies the day before. They were all in there. I'm so sorry. Go ahead,
Go ahead,
sir.
Tommy.
I wanted to ask you, Mr. Harvey, you know, a job like this, you're going to be working with a lot of people. You're going to be doing a lot of interacting. You know, do you have the skill set to actually interact with other people?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I've interacted with. Quit slamming the damn door. I'm sorry. This doesn't take much.
We see.
Yeah. I interact with people from time to time. You know, it's just talking about it sort of gets me. You know, other than that, I'm fine with other people.
Mr. Harvey, this is a sales position we're looking to hire you for, and we just want to make sure that you're the right person. As Thomas mentioned earlier, you have the right qualifications for this position. You have to interact with people. You have to sell our product, and you know, people buy you first before they even buy the product. So I just want to make sure that you know, this little crying thing I hear, it's not really.
Listen, wait.
Oh, geez.
I don't
geez.
cry.
Wait, I got a question for you, Mr.
geez.
Harvey. What are your
But I don't
strengths?
just cry, you know, all the time.
Sounds like you do.
I'm out of work.
Right now?
I'm crying because I'm out of work.
Yeah, there's no crying at work.
I'm not here yet. If you hire me, I can stop. You would cry too if you wasn't working. Go ahead, Miss Carly.
Yeah, what are your strengths? Let's talk about something positive. What are
Strengths. One of my strengths is I can.
Crying.
No, I can absolutely pull it together.
Really?
That's one of my strong suits. I promise you I can if you just hire me. If you just give me the job, you'll see. It's just like instant. If someone would just say, you're hired, I can begin to show you. What if just sitting here, well, this is the 18th interview. This is the third level. This is supposed to be it. I was told by your supervisor that we wouldn't even be in here this long. Now here I am, and we still talking. I ain't got no job.
Well, that's why it's called a process, Mr. Harvey.
A process.
Yeah.
Oh, Father.
The interview
how long,
process.
Lord, must I suffer? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Tommy, you got any more questions?
Hire him so he'll stop, please.
Well, let's evaluate Miss Shirley Strawberry and Carla. Do you think we have the right person for the job?
Well,
How about we let this person sell themselves in 30 seconds to us?
Okay,
yes.
That sounds good.
yes.
Mr. Harvey, could you sell yourself for 30 seconds to us, please?
Okay, hold on. Here we go.
You need a moment? You want to go out?
Yeah, just let me know when the 30 seconds.
Okay, and you can start now.
And now.
And I believe that I'm extremely qualified for this position due to the fact that I'm probably the most experienced candidate that you'll meet from time to time. I've also discovered that I have several traits that this company's lacking, and I can be a most fulfilling factor in developing the absolute direction of your firm and your company. I will
10
be
seconds
nothing
left, sir.
but an asset. and that is why I think I should have the job.
Okay.
Well,
All right. He said a
I was
mouthful right there.
impressed.
No tears. Okay.
Right.
If you're asking me, I would say he's hired. All right, coming up next, guys, you know it's Monday, so you know what that means. Church Complaints with Reverend Motown and Deacon Def Jam.
Oh, Lord.
Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Right now, you know what? We're going to talk about church and church complaints.
We are here. Oh, most gracious, diabolical, forgiving, and malnutritionized giver of greatness, our Lord. We are here to handle church complaints.
That's right.
Deacon Def Jam is the representative of the complaint section for this raggedy, busted
What?
membership
What? We have good membership, Pastor. We just have
that
people with a lot of
complains
complaints.
all the time.
Yeah. You ready?
I can't say nothing unless I hear a complaint.
All right. To start this thing off, Sister Ola B. Guidry is pregnant with 32 kids, and she is due this coming Friday. She is asking members of the church to sponsor each child, and she is also starting her own adoption program.
Well, Sister Guidry, I've talked to her about this. The gig is up.
What do you mean, Pastor?
Sister Guidry has not had 32 kids. She has taken in 32 kids.
I didn't know
And
that.
all of the kids she has taken in ain't children anymore. It's two 48-year-old men stay with her.
He's claiming them
Six
too.
34-year-olds. Nine 29-year-olds. And 11, one boy just turned 18. He almost out. And 10, no, wait a minute. There's one that's 54.
But
And the rest of them is, let me see.
are you saying out of the 32, one of them is 54?
Yeah, one of them, and we'll have a 43-year-old in there. Them is the kids, so we're not giving nothing else, because all of them should be working.
Yes.
But if she wants to start an adoption agency with
Hey,
the
don't
children,
nobody want to adopt a damn 40-year-old man. Now, we're not taking on all that. It's hard enough feeding kids. Now, you trying to figure out a grown man bowel movement pattern. Ain't nobody finna do all that. Tell
let's move
her
on.
no more money for her.
all right, let's move on, Pastor.
Yeah.
The Adam and Eve ministry is asking, when can they come nude to church to represent who they are? Sister Juanita Wilcox is the president, and she is asking, when can they come nude to represent their own ministry?
Now, I've seen Sister Wilcox clothes.
Yes. Yes.
Why is she in the Adam and Eve ministry?
I don't understand what you mean when you say that.
Oh, you don't.
Oh, you don't? I think it's obvious. We got, and matter of fact, that's why we can't do it, because she handpicked everybody in there, and they all friends. And they meets 3 times a week at Golden Corral. They have buffet busting contest.
Yeah.
Buffet busting contest. They go in there and see which one of them can bust the buffet, who can get put out first.
Yeah. Well, the rolls are good over there.
Oh, them
I just
heifers
wanna
in
let
there
you know.
eating. I'm
The
telling you right
rolls,
now.
the rolls are good in it.
Yeah, stay in your voice, because you sound a lot like Tommy right now. You're telling me to stay in mine. All of a sudden, I was just talking to nephew Tommy.
Moving along, Pastor.
Yes, please.
Sister Dolores Kavanaugh, Pastor, as you know, she just had knee surgery. She couldn't afford the part that allows her to bend, so she stands the entire service. She's asking if we could buy her a stand-up bathroom. She's been going out of her window at the house, and she lives on the 3rd floor. People below have been really catching it.
We're not really understanding what you're saying here, Deacon. Did you think this?
Let me say that one more time. Sister Dolores Kavanaugh,
I
who
got
just
that.
had
Got a
knee
need that
surgery.
don't bend. Now, what's she doing in the bathroom?
What I'm saying, she's asking. She stands the entire time. She can't bend past it. She's asking if we could buy her a stand-up bathroom. She's been going out of the window at her apartment. She lives on the 3rd floor, and the people below are catching it. Pastor,
Hello?
I'm not understanding this.
everybody else is getting it. I don't know why.
Well, them ain't the ones that's gotta get it though. See,
Well-
I'm your partner in crime in this hill. Now,
Well,
if
do
she
you-
got a knee that don't bend, she got a bath. She in the bathtub and she can't sit.
I didn't say she was in the bathtub, Pastor.
What'd you say, Deacon?
I said that she's asking for us to buy her a stand-up bathroom. That's what I said.
A stand-up bathroom.
Toilet, so she can go to the.
She
yeah.
didn't say that.
He didn't want to say that.
Well, why is he
I
not
thought you would-
wanting to say a stand-up
You want
toilet?
me to be graphic? Okay.
No, how's that graphic, boy?
All right. Well, a stand-up toilet, Pastor. She's been going out the window on the 3rd floor.
She's been
and that's
going
not-
out the window. You mean
She's
to
been
tell
using
me
the bathroom out
she
the
been
window.
hanging her wide ass out the window?
I didn't think it
Wow.
was gonna go like this. But okay.
We need
Can you
video.
help her?
No, we need video in order to see exactly what the
Now
problem
you want to
is.
see her going out the window.
For me to believe this whole thing is even true.
Do you need these complaints on Friday so you can figure them out for Monday?
I don't
doesn't
need
happen
nothing
till
on Friday.
Sunday.
All you got, I'm thinking it would have been real simple to just install a latrine in the woman's house. But you obviously hadn't thought of that. You can't solve nothing
A
yourself.
latrine is for number one. What about number two?
Is number two if that's all we putting in there.
Wait a minute. Wait, hold up now.
Now you been number two and out the window. Now you got a problem putting it in the latrine. Shirley, Sister Shirley, get out of the complaints. What you're not
Shirley,
gonna do is ugh and ugh your way out of here.
Now he's right about that, Sister Shirley. You're gonna have to be quiet with these.
Lord
young
Jesus.
It's too much.
We can't even write a joke. It's
Too
a
much.
sugar honey iced tea joke. Deal with it.
Huh. All right, more of this crazy, ignorant show. Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Steve, you might enjoy this. We have a question for Junior and J. Anthony Brown, the one and only. Since you guys are the single guys on the show, does being on the radio every day make it harder for you guys to date, or does it
Yeah, you can
make
ask
it
Tommy
easier?
that.
Yeah,
Ask me that.
Yeah, you can ask Tommy that.
you're married. He's married. What?
That
He
would
know
make
that.
it hard. How you missing that?
He said that had nothing to do with your
This
job.
ain't got nothing to do with Junior or Jason.
All right, then you go first, Tommy. What?
Yeah, it's a struggle, Shirley. People hearing what you're getting through. They hearing what you're going through, hearing about your wife and kids. Yeah, it's a difficult situation, but you deal with it.
You've
you know?
managed to get around it, though, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes.
And-
Obstacles.
And your wife, I mean, what?
Junior,
This is absolutely
let me
not.
say this fool from himself.
Yeah. Himself. Uh-huh.
Yeah, nah, it's absolutely no problem. Nah, they don't even know who the hell I am. So,
Oh, yes, they do.
hey, I walk outside every day, don't get stopped. I'm meeting them everywhere.
Yeah.
Restaurants, the laundromat, the mall. Hey, I ain't got no problem.
Well,
good.
I can truly say this, that from being on the radio, people recognize you, and you probably had this, Steve. They recognize you from your voice. They can hear your voice. Say, oh, I heard you on the radio.
Yeah.
But I'm here to tell you, the tap on the shoulder that I get, and when I turn around, all I'm saying, when I get the tap on the shoulder, and then I turn around, when I turn around, it's never, and I mean never worth turning around.
Gotcha.
I didn't think you were gonna say that. Jay.
I could just keep going by my. You know, a lot of times I think it's a dude. Hey, you on the radio, right? And then I turn around.
Watch out.
And it's her. To my surprise, that was a woman.
Yeah.
No, so it's never good. Fine, never touch me.
Yeah.
And go
I
out
think
here.
it's difficult for y'all.
Yeah.
Because a
Why?
person gets to hear before they meet you already that they're ignorant. And, you know,
Your reputation precedes
it's almost kind of hard.
That's
for
why they
y'all.
walking off.
Well, Steve, I mean, you're the relationship expert on the show. Help them.
I can't help
What
it.
can they do?
This dude been married 3 times.
Have you ever
He's
given him
fighting.
any advice?
Can't. And then Junior ain't never been married. Junior ain't got no kids.
Well, he's young. He's only 32 or something. Something. I don't know. What is something? 30-something.
39. She's off by 7.
You're not 39.
Why I can't be?
I don't believe that.
Because of your
with,
voice.
with your voice.
Oh,
Why I can't be?
I don't know,
What you
baby.
trying to say? How the hell I can't be 40?
There's no way.
Why?
Oh, God.
Why I can't be 40? Why I can't be 40?
So when you were little, you know boys' voices change at what, about 14 or something?
His changed.
Yeah, it changed.
It changed
Huh?
at 14 to
Yeah,
that.
higher.
Yeah, it
No,
changed.
it just changed to that. You
It
should have heard
changed.
it when he was before it changed. He just sound tiny.
Wait, what?
You just swear to God, you be here all the time. You just paying attention to me. I'm Junior. Hey, everybody, I'm Junior. Hey, Mama, I'm home.
You're really stupid, Steve.
I'm 12 years old.
And then when he got 14, it changed to,
I'm 12 years old.
oh, you're 12.
That's why I sound like now.
But before that, it was.
You know what? I was just going to be all the time, be up in their kids and everything.
And tell you right now,
True,
though.
Junior.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. Yeah, I mean, I'll fight. That's why I had to learn how to fight, because they would try you.
Oh.
But
Because
when
I
I
was
say I'm,
just saying, you better stop talking about you gonna whoop my ass. Because you not. It's not gonna go like you think it is.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, you don't want none of this. What you better do is back your punk ass up.
And let me tell you right now.
I bust a hole off in you. I bust a cap in your ass. You better go in on now.
Sure.
That was
And
Junior.
you know what it helped me do?
12 what?
'Cause you know what? A lot of people have voices whoop ass. Look at Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah.
High voice, whoop
Yeah,
ass.
that's true.
Yeah, too bad you ain't Mike Tyson. You Junior. There's a big difference between Mike Tyson and Junior.
Just one
It's a
thing.
huge difference because you're just sitting over here just trying to talk like you bad. What you looking at, sucker? What is your punk ass over here looking at me for? You better look at somebody else. You don't want none of this. Hey, look at here. Hey, look here. Don't make me dig off in you. I know you don't want me to dig off in you. Because I do it.
Oh, my God.
That was Junior at what age?
At 13,
I'll put my shoe so far up in the crack of your tail, you'll choke on the shoelaces.
So now what does he sound like?
Humpty Dumpty sat on what? A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
He's doing you, Junior.
Yeah, but now look at me.
Yeah.
I'm on the radio. I sound like a grown-ass man.
Oh, my God.
This show is really, really ignorant.
Yeah.
It really is when you sit back and listen.
You know, I was sitting up in here. Me and my homie, we was robbing the bank one time.
Nah, Unc, I ain't do that.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Now, this is according to Business Journal. If given the choice, 41% of people would actually rather have more paid vacation time than a pay raise.
hell yeah.
While we're
man.
Who
always
wouldn't take that?
Yeah, we're always hearing about U.S. employees not using up all their paid vacation each year. It seems like a lot of folks really do want more time off. Do you think you'd rather have more vacation time or a pay raise?
More vacation
I,
days.
yeah.
What about you?
I'm kind of on the fence with this one because I don't take a lot of vacation, which is crazy.
If you give me sick days, I'm taking them.
Every last one of them.
Every last one of them.
I don't take a lot of vacation. I really don't.
You have
I
to
never
tell
have.
me I don't have no more damn days.
Well, it ain't an option for
Promise
me.
you that.
I
You have to
tell
tell me I'm out of sick days and vacation days.
Yeah,
Because if you don't say nothing, I'm off.
Yeah, I guarantee you I'm taking my sick day.
So I guess I would be. I'd get a pay raise. I guess I'd be that person. Yeah,
No,
instead of vacation days, because I rarely take the ones that I have. I'm
Then
supposed to be on
something is
vacation
really-
right now. Am I a workaholic?
Well, I think your bouginess.
Won't allow you to be
Yeah, I think your
Wait a minute, what?
bouginess. I think your bouginess borderline tips off into stupidity.
No, you're calling me stupid.
No, I didn't say you were stupid.
He said tips
He
off.
did
I
not
said
say.
you were bougie.
Yeah, and he
But
said
your,
tips off.
if your bouginess is overrunning you,
Yeah.
and it tips over into stupidity. Because why your ass won't take your vacation? Supposed to be on vacation now,
Right
but you
now.
She didn't take it.
You supposed to be on vacation
I
now?
put in for it, and I put in for it, and I'm here.
Can I have your days?
No.
Don't take her days, man.
Let me tell you something.
Okay, I
If
need
they
help.
told me, Steve, you can take off from now on all of your jobs, and we'll just send you the check.
Oh yeah, who wouldn't sign up for that?
My ass is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
My
doing
ass
that.
is gone. I'm gone. Okay, let me ask you this question. Whatever your salary is,
Mm-hmm.
if somebody gave you 3 years of your salary and gave it to you at one time,
Yeah.
would you quit your job?
No.
Oh, hell no.
No.
I got to be in here running the board. Pat, move over.
I got to have some way. I like coming to work. I really like.
I like having a purpose. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I like having a purpose.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, you got to have something to do.
Yeah, I like it.
So let me ask you.
Your salary.
Yeah, your salary for 3 years.
Oh, hell yeah.
Would you quit
if
all
I
of
got
your
his
job?
salary, I'd take all
Yeah.
Walk
Yeah.
straight out of here.
Yeah, well, that's a little different.
Walk straight out of here and would not look back.
And would not look 3 years your
And go
salary.
home and tell Marjorie, and she'd be all right with that decision.
Yes.
Yeah, baby, this is what we're going to do.
Well, you can live off of it, I'm sure, for the rest
Baby,
of
let me
your
tell you
life.
what we're going to do now. Listen to me. We're going to slow down. We're going to slow down. We're going to buy a couple things, and we're going to lock it down. Then I'm going to go back and get another show.
All right, we'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back. It's time to get it done. It's time to do what this boy came over here to do. He doing way more than that, but, you know. Brought him here for one bit. He done muscled his way in on half the damn show. I'm going to cut out all this damn talking on this damn show. I'm sorry, Tom.
All right.
What did you
Time
say?
to
I'm
murder
sorry,
the
Tom.
hits.
We got a fresh one for you today, Steve. I want to thank Shirley for coming up with the concept of this. Shirley, it's Charlie Wilson's song. Now, his song is Blessed. It's about blessed. It's about being thankful for what you got. My song, a little different. It's about being stressed. There's a lot of stressful situations out there.
You just got out of one.
Just got out of one, so here we go. This is stress, not bless. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, I'm just a bundle of bad nerves, man. I'm shaking all the time. Man. If you give me a glass of milk, man, I'll give you butter back. That's how much I'm shaking, man. I don't want to go nowhere and stay in the house all the time. I even take packages in mail. You don't know. Man, people, it's scary out there. Man, watch yourself. I don't stand in my yard. Ain't no way, but I might do it someday. Pistol laying by my side. Damn righteous people fighting on the freeway. People mean and they scream. I don't bother them, I got enough on my plate. I'm afraid to get laid. Paranoid I might get a bad itch. So I get high to get by. Drinking and I can't get enough. So if you look in my eyes, you see me cry. Cause I ain't got nothing but bad luck. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed. Yes, I put the letter D in the word depressed. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess. Yes, my side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed. Yes, I put the letter D in the word depressed. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed. Yes, I'm stressed. Yes, don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess. Yes, my side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face. Yes, I'm stressed. Ralph Hawkins, baby. Ralph, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
Man,
My side piece passed the paternity test. I'm stressed. Lord, I'm stressed.
Was that a car wreck? Car crash?
I keep a throbbing in my chest.
Man, that boy said, if you give me a glass of milk, I'm shaking so hard, I'm going to give you back some butter.
Butter!
I love it.
That was great, Jay.
Thank you, Shirley. Thank you. Shirley Strawberry.
That was good.
Yeah, that's the reason we stressed that paternity test. You gotta get it.
That's all
But
I
the
need.
side
Nervous.
piece, though.
What'd you say, Steve?
That's all I needed right there. That side piece passed the paternity.
You sure that's a positive?
Yeah. Check it again. Please. I done checked it 4 times.
I am the father?
Oh,
All right.
I'm stressed about that.
Yeah.
Wow, Jay. Man. About everything. So, Steve, I mean, things seem to be going well with you.
Yeah,
I mean, lately, you
smoothly.
stressed
Yeah.
about anything? Yeah.
Having a good week this
Yeah,
week.
last week I can understand, but this
Last
week.
Friday. Boy.
Yeah,
Well, you know, I
woo.
mean, it's more coming, but you know, I ain't stressed about it. Oh, it's more coming. You know, I already know what the mission of some people is, but I ain't really stressed. I'm sick of some mess. I'm so sick of some of this mess.
Yeah.
It's starting to look like I'm stressed, y'all. But all I'm doing is sick of this mess, y'all. I wish they would get a life.
Man.
Prank phone call coming up
Yeah,
next.
you got something big.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after today's Strawberry Letter. We'll get into that. But up next, Nephew Tommy's prank phone call. Nephew, you're up.
Carla, this go out to you and all the cheerleader mamas out there.
What you got?
Bottom of the pyramid.
Let's go. Cheer season is coming up. Let's do it.
Bottom of the pyramid. Here it is.
Hello?
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 Yeah, can you hear me? I'm trying to reach Angela. Angela.
Hang on just a second. Let me turn this down. Okay, hi. Who are you trying to reach?
I'm trying to reach Angela. Is this Angela?
Oh, yeah, this she.
Hi, Angela. This is Chip. I'm the new camp director for the cheerleading camp for this summer.
Oh, hi, Chip. What can I do for you?
Just wanted to give you a courtesy call. Your daughter, you got her signed up for 4 weeks with the camp, right?
Yep, for June.
Okay.
Yep.
This is you guys' 3rd year being a part of the camp?
Yep, and she's really excited. She loves coming to the camp, and we think it's a great thing for her to be involved in. What's up?
Okay. You guys just finished the whole cheerleading season, too. Am I right? The competition season?
Yes, just coming off of that.
Right. Okay. Well, we're getting ready for the summer, and everybody's excited about coming out and being a part of what's going on. So here's what I wanted to give you a little bit. Like I said, I'm the new camp director. I was just starting this job. I got a few notes that were given to me about. So I wanted to give you a call and see if I could talk to you about it.
A few notes given to you about.
Yeah, just a couple notes. I don't think it's anything that we can't make sure is okay.
What kind of notes?
Well, it's been brought to my attention that some of the parents whose daughters are out there as well, they're going to be there this summer, are a little concerned about her being on top of the pyramid, that she's is a little heavy. Should she
What? Wait. Hold. You calling me about some some other parents and said about how big my child is or how much my child weighs? Is that what you're calling me about?
What I wanted to let you know is we're going to put as a base, or we're going to put her as a...
Oh, no, you ain't finna put no base. I done already paid my money. And what you say your name is? Chip? And how long have you been the director? Because I was just up there 2 weeks ago, and they told me that she was going to be the same position that she was last year because that is what worked. That's the formation that worked. So I don't even know what you're talking about.
Supposedly some of the girls are complaining that she's too heavy to hold up. So that seems to be the problem in there. They're not getting a strong enough pyramid. And I'm going to
wait a minute. Wait a minute. I know well she ain't the biggest one out there. Have you been out there? My child is not the biggest child out there. When did you start? Because obviously you have not seen these cheerleaders. It is some baby sumos out there.
Okay, hang on a second. Angela, I want you to calm down a bit.
No, I ain't nobody finna calm down because I done already paid my money, and this that I be talking about. What parents? What parents done said something? Is it Carrie?
Ma'am, I'm not gonna state who it is, but let's just say it was several.
Who are these parents that's got something to say about my child and her position on the cheerleading squad? Because if you ain't finna fuck up no names, then I don't understand what you calling me about. I tell you one thing: when she get out there, I done paid my money. She better not be on no base. She better be in the air. I guarantee you that right now. I've been hanging with these all season, and ain't nobody said nothing to me about and her weight and all this.
Okay, Angela, can you hear me? I just wanted you to hear me clearly.
What
I haven't seen these young ladies yet. Once I see them, I will critique what I think.
Well, then you don't even need to be calling me because you ain't even seen nothing. So you calling me with some he said she from some other parents that's been skinning and grinning in my face, and they now one of these saying nothing to me. They done been in my house. We done had parties over here with this competition every weekend, every other day, and they couldn't say nothing to me about my baby. I tell you what, why don't you call your girls on the three-way, Mr. Chip? If you can't call them on the three-way, I got them numbers. I call them on the three-way.
Okay. Look, ma'am, all I wanted to do is make you aware of the possibility that she may be a back.
Well, thank you. You have made me aware, and I guarantee you that if I bring my big yellow up there and come to the practice, I guarantee you she won't be no base. How much you want to bet on that, Mr. Chip?
Look, you're going to quit hollering at me. Now, I told you I would try to take a look at these girls, but I tell you what, your daughter's going to be a base or she's going to be a back support, whichever I decide she's going to do.
Who in the do you think you hollering at, Mr. Chip?
That's not how this gonna go down.
No, that's not how this gonna go down. As a matter of fact, Mr. Chip, are you at the registration table today?
I'm here now while people are registering. Yes, I am.
Let me turn this around. I tell you what, I'm on my way up there. Why don't you and them parents that's been complaining? Why don't all y'all come to the table and we gonna have come to Jesus meeting about where gonna be for this coming up season? Because I'm not gonna tolerate this. I done told you, I done paid my money, and this high is going down.
Has gained weight.
What is it to you whether gain weight or not? What does that have to do with her cheerleading?
Do you agree that probably bigger than most of the girls on the team?
It's not bigger than most of the girls on the team. Monique's daughter is bigger than and she wasn't no base last year. They hyped up so she gonna get up too. We all just gonna be big and plump up in the air. I done turned around and I'm headed to your little registration table, so you better be ready. You better be ready.
Before you get here, there's something else I need to tell you.
You ain't got to tell me a thing. All you got to do is have you and the parents around that table when I get there, because I'm on my way up there right now. Then y'all can say all y'all got to say in my face.
Okay, well, I want to, before you get here, I just want to let you know.
What?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey.
Who this is on this phone? Wait. Hold on. What did you just say?
This is nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Oh. Oh, be God. Oh, Lord. Who put you on?
Rochelle. There's another parent named Rochelle. She told me y'all are good friends out there.
Oh, so she want to prank call, huh? All right, we're going to see. The season starts. I'm going to hide her daughter uniform. She ain't going to be able to perform if that will be looking for hers. How about that? Since y'all want to prank call me.
Oh, man. Hey, let me ask you something, baby. What is the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
None other than the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Carla, your little girl at the top of the pyramid, though, ain't she?
Not anymore. She's tall, so
Okay.
she's a back spot. She's a base.
Okay.
Yeah, so she would be the one holding up the flyer.
And that's the person that everybody don't want you to drop their baby.
Yeah, but they need to watch the weight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right there. See, right there. Right there.
Somebody got to be the base.
Yes.
And somebody got to be the fly.
Yeah.
Now, your baby can't be the fly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we ain't got nobody want to be the base. Because when
Shannon
she go
used
up.
to be the base because she's the tallest. She was one of
But
the
if you-
tall ones. Yeah.
But if your baby
She was the base.
150,
Yeah, that baby need on the bottom.
Yeah.
your baby need to be on the
Yeah,
bottom.
yeah, your baby on the bottom.
Yeah,
Because
gotta
when
be.
you throw the big baby up, the
Ain't
other
nobody
little
catching that
kids
baby.
clear out.
Nobody.
Out the way.
Yeah, everybody clear out. Baby just come down and splash.
Incoming.
First of all, he ain't going up that high. That's first thing. He ain't going up that
Yeah,
high.
the first it ain't the house, so they coming right back.
Thank God Tasha doesn't have that problem.
But I done seen some girls get dropped. That is not a good look.
No,
Well,
it's not.
look,
And
if you
they
big,
can get hurt. Yeah, they can get hurt like that.
man, look, we can take that approach to it, but let's just go and stay on it where it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
If your baby big, ain't nobody tossing her.
Yeah.
We ain't tossing big baby.
We can't get her up. No.
Thick. If you thick, you ain't supposed to be
We
a
might
fly.
take on the 7th floor and
Yeah,
drop
yeah,
her
you
big
can't.
behind, but we not.
You know, if you big boned it, you not the one that's gonna get tossed.
You're not gonna have
We
that.
want that little light ass girl.
That's the one.
Skin and bones. Toss her up there, she come back down. One of us can catch her.
And we really don't care about your baby getting mad.
Yeah. Nobody give a damn. But she wanted her turn to fly. Yeah, your big ass don't get a turn to fly.
But it be some thick babies want to be on top, though.
Yeah, hell yeah. I want to be on top one time. You can't. Ain't no more top.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah.
This happened to Tasha, and this big girl was mad because Tasha couldn't hold her up. And Tasha said, Mommy, my wrist is hurting.
Yeah.
My
Tasha's
wrist, my
skinny, though.
shoulder about to give out, my back crumbling.
All right. I think we got the message, Steve.
Whose big ass baby is this?
We'll be back with the strawberry letter right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's strawberry letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, on dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your strawberry letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here today. Okay? All right, nephew, take us to the letter. Yeah, it's long.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, the strawberry letter.
Subject, you did what? Where? All right. Dear Stephen Shirley, I met the love of my life. This beautiful woman was so perfect, I could not believe she was still single. Well, after dating her for 6 months, I figured out exactly why she is not married. She has a bizarre, nasty habit. It all started to go downhill when I took her around my friends for the first time. We went to a house party and had a good time eating and drinking. The next day, my friend called me upset because someone had relieved themselves in his bathroom drawer.
What?
To put it politely, it was not urine.
What?
He thought someone had had too much to drink and made a mistake. 2 months later, my lady and I went to play cards at another friend's home. The next day, my buddy called me and was very upset because someone had relieved themselves in his son's closet. It's odd to me that it's happened twice, but I don't dwell on it. A week later, my lady and I went to my brother's house for a cookout. The next day, same thing. My brother called me and said he had discovered a mess on the back seat of his SUV. Now, there have been 3 incidents, and it's starting to get really weird. So I mentioned it to my girl. I told her that everywhere we had been, someone had left a surprise for the homeowner each time. Her response blew my mind. She shamefully admitted that it was her all 3 times. She said she can't help it. She likes to relieve herself in odd places when she goes out. She said she tried therapy for many years, but nothing has worked. I consulted a psychiatrist on my own, and he said that the problem is very common and that I should stay with her and support her. I was going to marry this woman, but now I'm thinking that marriage would not be a good idea. What's your advice? Should I throw in the towel now or stay with her and help her through this? All right, my ample is going to be very short and very simple.
Mine ain't.
Run as fast as you can. This is not a good look. Run. Something medically is wrong with her, mentally is wrong with her. Therapy didn't help her. I don't think anything can be helped by this situation. This is crazy and nasty. Steve, run. I say run. Steve,
Boy, make me proud. Come on, boy.
You know, things like this is what I specialize in. This is why
really
I'm a proponent of why go to school when you could do comedy. See, education will get in the way of what I'm about to say. Schooling and proper technique and discussing what could have gone wrong in her childhood, how normal this is a behavior, clinically what this is called. Well, there is no clinical name for this. Let's call this what it is. This is just
Yeah, come on, boy. Come on.
That's all this is.
What is it again?
What is it again?
They can't believe I said it.
Come on.
Say it one more time.
Just bleep it, cat. All this is, and you can't call this nothing else. Listen to me. This is flat out. You just running around just wherever you want to.
Yeah.
Now, when we come back, we're going to give a different name to it. We're going to call it Sugar Honey Iced Tea.
But what really is it, Steve?
But right now, we all know you just walking around
Nasty. So nasty and disgusting.
We'll be right back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter and get to your part, too.
Let me explain something to you. You done met this beautiful woman. You can't believe she's still single. But then you found out why she's still single. Because she got a disgusting habit. She likes to relieve herself in odd places. She done went over your friend's house. She done sugar honey iced tea in the drawer in the bathroom. Then she went over your brother's house, set her fucking ass up in the back seat of his SUV and sugar honey iced tea in there. Now this right here is a nasty heifer. Let's call this what it is. Now you can marry her if you want to, but you're gonna be walking around your house discovering stuff. You're gonna one day open up your laptop. I'll be damned. Who in the hell did sugar honey iced tea on this damn keyboard? You know who it is. It's her. That's why her fine behind ain't got nobody. Because ain't nobody solving that. You're going to be sitting here putting on your coat one day.
Come on, man.
Stick your hand in your pocket. Who in the hell did sugar honey iced tea in this jacket pocket? You nasty hell. You can't stay with nobody like this, man.
No.
You ain't got the training for this. You sitting up in here, y'all in the living room having a good time. You go over there to start a fire. What are these logs in this damn fire? You done sugar honey iced tea in the fireplace?
Everywhere.
It's just everywhere. You going down there in the basement, you gonna wash a load of clothes. You open up the lid. I'll be damned. She done sugar honey iced tea in the damn washing machine. You sitting up in here. You go in the bathroom, you ain't paying no attention. You use the bathroom where you supposed to use it. You flush the toilet like you supposed to. You get up and go to the sink to wash your hands, and this heifer, the sugar honey iced tea in the damn sink. You sitting up in here, you got company coming over. Everybody that got hungry. One of the little kids say, "Can I have some cereal?" You go up there and open up the cabinet to get a bowl down. You pull the bowl down. This heifer, the sugar honey iced tea in the baby cereal bowl. This is why she can't stay with nobody. You outside cutting the grass. You just run up. All of a sudden you stop and go, "We ain't got no dog." What?
When did she come out here?
She came out here and sugar honey iced tea in the yard. Boy, you better run. Shirley said run. You can't stay with a person like this because it's going to keep popping up.
Man.
He said he throw in the towel on it.
Because she likes to do it.
That's what he needed.
She enjoys doing this.
But see, don't nobody enjoy finding it.
Yeah, this is
I
crazy.
got what you like to do. I don't give a damn how much I love you, and I don't care how fine you are. What I'm not going to be doing.
This is where you draw the line?
Is go over to my drawer trying to get dressed for work, and I'm looking for a tie, and you done messed around and all over the tie.
Oh, my God.
This don't make no damn sense.
Oh, my.
Hey, man.
I'm sitting up in here. I'm outside. It's a barbecue. I got friends over. I'm finna start a fire. I go get everything. I'll open up the bag of charcoal, and I'll be damned. You set up here and sugar honey iced tea in the damn charcoal. Cannot.
Man.
You cannot
No.
marry this girl.
Yeah.
She already has said she's gone to therapy, and it does not help.
probably
So
did it in the
now, what are
office.
you going to do?
What, Jay?
You probably did it in the doctor's office.
What's the name of that therapy, Uncle?
You can't do. You getting married and say I do, and then I right there.
No, you can't.
This is disgusting.
No, that is disgusting.
Can you give me
This
one?
is the best one ever.
This
Unbelievable, man.
This is one word.
You think this is the best
So
letter?
listen to me. This is not profanity. This is one word.
Okay.
The clinical term for this is shy-teritis.
Really?
Shy-teritis?
SHITERIZUS. It's called shy-teritis. Now, if you hood, you're not going to be able to pronounce it that way, which is the way I prefer. But it is SHI, shy, T-E-R, ter, R-I-Z-U-S. It's called shy-teritis.
Man.
And that's what she has. There is no cure for it.
Give me some more.
Yeah.
Give me two more
Give me
locations
some more places
in the
where
house.
she didn't
Give me
find.
two more
Where he
locations.
didn't found it.
Yeah.
John, you sitting up in here. Thanksgiving is over. Now, this produce a lot of. Thanksgiving is over. You wake up the next day, you hungry.
Right.
You open up the refrigerator, you gonna warm up the greens. You open up the top and oh, hell no. I know this heifer ain't set up here and sugar honey iced tea to these damn greens. Everybody gonna hate her then.
Thankfully, it is time to go. Email
Shirley,
us.
I know you enjoyed that. Thank you for allowing me to shine. That is my favorite letter this year.
Thank you, Uncle. Over here.
That is
crying.
All right, Steve, we got to go. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at My Girl Shirley.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for something funny, of course, and we're going to go. Junior, you're up first with Truth Be Told.
Let me tell you. Pay the phone call. Truth be told, I can't help you. But let me tell you the phone call I got this weekend. And I love Pete. Pete from the old neighborhood called me. Been going to the doctor, got some bad news. But I'm not the person to call when you get some bad news. When you give me bad news, I get you right off of me and right back on to you. That's what I do when I get bad news. So Tommy Pete called me, man. He's like, man, dog got a bad heart. He said, doctor say I'm going to have a heart transplant. Right then, I said, hey, Pete, breathe slow.
Really?
Hey, you got the information for the bad heart. We can't upset you no kind of way. Your heart not good right now. So you need to take your time, make it last as long as you can. Just breathe slow.
You got a bad heart?
He got bad.
I got big lips.
Yeah.
Where we at?
Yeah. Look at here's another step.
They ain't got to be equal. He just talking about what he got. Let me tell you what I got.
Let me take it a step further. I gave him some good advice. Huh?
Right.
Is he dying?
Having big lips
Tommy,
cannot kill you eventually.
We didn't make it that
Damn near,
far.
though.
Whether
Damn
he
near
dying or
kid.
not, we didn't make it that far. But I understand bad heart and heart transplant because I think you won't mind. You get your mind off of this heart right here. So I just want to let you know. As a matter of fact, Pete, you don't find nothing else funny. Because if you get revved up, you taking time off that heart. As a matter of fact, the next relationship you get into got to work. Because you can't afford no heartache. You can't have none of that. Matter of fact, Pete, when you go to sleep, sleep light. Because a deep sleep might be too much work on that one heart. Just want you to understand. Truth be told, I understand where you're coming from. I just ain't the one to help. That's all.
You got a bad heart.
No, you got a bad heart. No, you got a bad heart. It ain't my fault.
No, not at all.
I can't help you.
Yeah.
You got on and off the line with it.
No, it's it.
No, I'm sorry to hear that.
Not Pete.
Have you seen a doctor? Have you?
If you knew what Pete did,
that's gonna raise his heart rate.
Yeah. Don't even read your bills. You can't get revved up no kind of
His
way,
heart
Pete.
rate gonna go up.
Are you
Start
on
talking
any
like
medication? None of that came to mind.
No, Shirley, you can't have this one. That's all I thought about. If you knew what Pete did to get the
You
bad
figure that's
heart.
why he was calling you in the first place.
That's what I thought.
He's looking for a heart.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Like a Tin Man.
Oh, Pete been doing a lot of bad things for a very long time.
Okay.
Now he talking about dog, man. They talking about I need a new heart. Hey, Pete, breathe slow, bro. Just breathe slow.
Hey,
Wow.
Pete, I can't help you.
Now, you ain't getting it over here.
All right, Junior, your life.
Yeah.
Truth be told.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it's time for Comedy
I love it.
Roulette.
I love it.
Jay, now quickly.
It's
explain.
very
This is
simple.
new, yeah.
You guys test our ability to be comedians. Give us 5 subjects. Pick anything you want. Let the wheel stop. We put it out on a roulette wheel. Wherever it stops, we do a couple minutes on. That's how good we are.
All right.
That's
okay.
how good we are.
All right. We'll see about that. We have 5 topics for you.
Yeah,
All right.
Bring it.
Number
What you got?
1, the movies.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Steve.
What was that, Steve?
Oh,
right.
funny if you think I'm gonna be able to guess.
You got this one, though, Steve. Number 2, being dumped. All right, that's on the wheel. Number 3, bedwetting. Ooh, been there.
I got that one.
Number 4, bad grades. Number 5, when to shut up. Cat, spin the wheel.
Bad grades. Come on, bad grades.
Bed wetting. Bed
I
wetting.
like when to
Bad
shut
wetting. I
up.
did that last week.
I like movies. Steve.
Whoa. Okay. That's a good one.
Okay, when to shut up.
When to shut up.
Okay.
When to shut
I'll
up.
tell you when you shut up. The minute you look in your rearview mirror and you see that blue light, it is time to shut. Not only is it time for you to shut up, you make an announcement to everybody in the damn car to shut the hell up, all right?
Yeah.
We designate that there's going to be one person talking, all right? And it's usually the soberest one. If they got to lean from the back and talk, the rest have been told to shut the hell up. Junior, what you got, man?
And in that same lane.
Yes.
In that same lane. In the neighborhood. When you see somebody running from the law. When the law look at us, we don't know nothing. I had one friend on point say, he went that way.
No.
Fool, what did you telling on down for? You already know he know us. Now you sitting the laws the same way down went. You could have pointed the other way. That way he see us. Who you think he looking for?
That's
You
right.
didn't see nothing.
Shut the hell up.
Shut it. Zip it. Steve, what you got?
Well, I'm going to go another route. Let me just do 2 quick ones for you.
Okay.
Fellas, you know it's time to shut up when you're feeling guilty and you want to confess.
Yes, stop that.
Dog, well, I don't know what this moment you have. But partner, we're not going in there to do that. Hey, let me tell you something. When my first marriage, I went out one night, me and my partner, and I just told my ex-wife I was going out, right? I'm over at the house. A couple days later, my partner Reggie that I went to the club with, this is what he said.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man, tell your wife about the club we went to.
You're looking at us like, what?
I just some things.
Yeah.
You just go, what are you talking about?
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Tell my wife about the club we went to.
You don't never do that.
You don't never supposed to tell you to shut up. That's
Never.
what you're supposed to do.
No.
I'll tell you another time to shut up. And it's a trick, too.
Uh-huh.
When your mama say something else. But then, did you hear me? What was I supposed to do?
Yeah.
Am I going to answer you or just supposed to be quiet?
Right.
I'm just going to take my chance on shutting the hell up.
Yes.
Say something else.
Say something else. Yeah,
I got one for you.
You got one? You got one? Tommy, go ahead, man.
When you on the phone with a woman and you hear her husband say, "Who the hell you talking to?"
Oh, Lord.
Man, you better shut your mouth.
Yeah. Hang up, dog. Hang up and block that number.
For
It
life.
is time to shut up.
Now, Junior, as far as my mama, when my mama say, "I guess I'm lying," then
It's time to shut up.
Shut up. Yeah, gotta shut up.
All right.
I guess
all
I'm
right.
lying.
You guys did it again, as always.
That's what we do. That's what we do.
All right, we'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, guys. Hate to talk about this, but it's peak hurricane season.
Yeah.
We got to be prepared. We have a lot of listeners in Florida, the Carolinas, the Northeast. Carla, you've been through a couple of hurricanes. So any reminders?
Yeah, I've been through the big ones, huh? Katrina, Harvey.
Yeah.
You know what? I think what happens with hurricane season, you get too busy watching the Weather Channel and the predictions and where is it going to go? You've been through this before, so you're worried about what category it is. Here's the thing. Be ready. Just get you a week's worth of food, water, medicine. Keep cash on hand. Fill up your gas tank. You can listen to this radio station for updates.
Yes.
You got to listen to the local city officials when they say evacuate, move.
Go.
When they tell you
Go.
to leave, there's no hurricane that
Don't wait.
surprises you. They don't surprise you. It's not a tornado. It's not an earthquake. You know they're coming. You need to listen to the officials and evacuate and be safe.
Yeah.
Yes.
If you can afford it, get a generator. I'm talking about they got some generators that don't cost
that's a
that
good
much.
point.
Power
Get you a
goes out,
generator,
yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Keep your
Yeah.
refrigerator going. Keep a few lights on. You're gonna be all right.
And you know what? Get you some propane because the only way you can cook might be the barbecue.
All right. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, y'all, we back. It's time to get it done. It's time to do what this boy came over here to do. He doing way more than that, but, you know. Brought him here for one bit. He done muscled his way in on half the damn show. I'm going to cut out all this damn talking on this damn show. I'm sorry, Tom.
All right.
Time to murder the hits.
We got a fresh one for you today, Steve. I want to thank Shirley for coming up with the concept of this. Shirley, it's Charlie Wilson's song. Now, his song is Blessed. It's about blessed. It's about being thankful for what you got. My song, a little different. It's about being stressed. There's a lot of stressful situations out there.
You just got out of one.
Just got out of one, so here we go. This is stress, not blessed. Steve Harvey Morning Show. Man, I'm just a bundle of bad nerves, man. I'm shaking all the time. Man. If you give me a glass of milk, man, I'll give you butter back. That's how much I'm shaking, man. I don't want to go nowhere and stay in the house all the time. I ain't take packages in mail. You don't know. Man, people, it's scary out there. You have to watch yourself. I don't stand in my yard. Ain't no way, but I might do it someday. Pistol laying by my side. Damn right, there's people fighting on the freeway. People mean and they scream. I don't bother them, I got enough on my plate. I'm afraid to get laid. Paranoid, I might get a bad itch. So I get high to get by. Drinking and I can't get enough. So if you look in my eyes, you see me cry. Cause I ain't got nothing but bad luck. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed. Yes, I put the letter D in the word depressed. stress. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed, yes, I'm stressed, yes. Don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess, yes. My side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face, yes. I'm stressed, yes, I'm stressed, yes. Ask me how I'm doing, I'm stressed, yes. I put the letter D in the word depressed. I always have a throbbing in my whole chest. I'm stressed, yes, I'm stressed, yes. Don't ask me how I'm doing, I'm a mess, yes. My side piece passed the paternity test. You never see a smile up on my face, yes, I'm stressed. Ralph Hawkins, baby. Ralph, that's how we do it. That's how we do it.
My side piece passed the paternity test. I'm stressed. Lord. I'm stressed.
Was that a car wreck? Car crash?
I keep a throbbing in my chest.
All right, coming up, it's Steve Harvey and his closing remarks. You don't want to miss it at 49 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, Steve. Last break of the day. It's been a good day. We love having you, Steve, so you can give us some closing remarks, some words to live by. Mm-hmm.
Today, oftentimes my best closing remarks are remarks that are reflective of something that I'm going through, have been through, or experienced. And so today is going to be in that vein. I want to talk to you all today about faith. Faith. The purest definition of faith to me, this is to me now. I don't know how other people view faith. I'm just talking about the purest definition of faith to me is simply this. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. That's what faith really means to me. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. That categorizes faith for me. That exemplifies faith for me. That expresses faith for me. That somehow over the years I have managed to understand that faith is in the belief in things that you cannot see. So when situations beset me, when circumstances run up into me, when I find myself in something that I have no control over, that circumstance just set theyself right in front of my door. And then all of a sudden I get the phone calls. Hey man, you all right? Hey man, hang in there. Man, so sad to hear the news. You know, I had a slew of that this week because of some article that came out about this show. Friends from Cleveland. And I appreciate it all. But I'm going to tell you something that I'm drawing on. I'm drawing on this thing called faith. I'm drawing on some words that my mother told me when she was young. When I was young, my mama was a Sunday school teacher for 40 years. She always taught me that I don't believe God brought me this far to leave me. There is no way that God got me to this place to leave me. See, here's where faith comes in. I firmly believe that when one door closes, God has another one to open up. See, I never stand in the doorway that's closing in my face and keep knocking on that door. Y'all need to open this door back up. I'm not going to stand there and try to force my way back in the door. I'm going to take care of my business, of course. Faith without works is dead. But I do not get crippled and crumbled over the predictions or the thoughts of somebody else. Somebody come to me and tell me what they going to do to me. How many times have you had somebody come to you and tell you what they was going to do to you? How many times have you had a boss confront you and tell you what they was going to do to you? And they say it with the full intent of shaking you up. And sometimes it worked, don't it? You go home and you shake it. Let me offer you something. Stop shaking. Don't worry. Don't be dismayed. there's no way God brought you this far to leave. See, the people that's talking about taking stuff from you, they didn't give it to you in the first place. What they don't know, that your steps was ordered by God. What they don't know, that God positioned you right where he wanted you to be at a particular time. They had no choice than to put you in the position because God had ordered it so. So when they come along and they start talking about taking you out of position, what you worried about that for? You don't think that you have an option here? You don't think that the God you serve that put you where he wanted you to be placed, you don't think he see all of this? I do. I think he sees me. I think he places me right where he wanted me to be placed. I think he has people saying things about me so I can hear it. I think he's allowing people to think that they're making decisions because they want to. I believe that they don't know that God is always working on my behalf behind the scenes. Always. Why? Because I believe and I trust in him. That's why he always working on my behalf. I'm not an evil person. I'm not an unrighteous person. I'm really a good person. I'm flawed, but I'm a good person. I don't set out to hurt nobody. I ain't trying to step on nobody. So when somebody bring me some disparaging news about what they gonna do to me, in the words of Bishop T.D. Jakes, you got to be careful how you handle me. Be very careful how you handle me. Because I happen to be a child of the Most High. What he's done for me in the past, he'll continue to do for me in the future. I have no fear of what you claiming that you will do to me, because God didn't bring me this far to leave me. That I'm certain of. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. And even though I can't see what he's doing right now, I bet he's doing something. I'm excited about the future of what God got for me. Those are my closing remarks.
Yes, sir. He's working.
Yes, sir.
You better know it.
You better drop that mic.
Have yourself a good weekend, because I am.
Drop it.
Oh, that's right. Faith, baby.
He dropped it. Did you drop the mic or drop yourself? What did you do? All right, thank you, everyone. We love you. Bye-bye. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.